Welcome back to the channel, guys. So behind me I've got my new truck, so we're gonna have a little truck tour. I'm gonna show you guys around her, show you what the layout, where all my tools are, where everything goes before we go to work. We've got quite a busy day today, me and Luke. Tommy's out at Mamma Mia concert, I think, watching Mamma Mia with his family, so he's got a day off today. I think he's watching like a nice little tribute act. Sure, it's a lot of fun, but behind me is the beautiful beast. And I'm going to take you for a nice little tour around, and we're going to see what we've got inside and how it's all laid out. So, we've got the cabin. It's nice and clean. Well, it's not that clean in here already, but it is a lot cleaner than my Transit Manoir. We've got plenty of room. Lovely seats, full leather, you know. But that's not what we're here to see, guys. We don't really care what's in the front. It's all about what's in the back. So let me open her up. My drills. It's easy to have two drills because I use one drill to do my little row pins, and then I got a second drill for my stud holes. And what I'll do is go through once and then twice for that for my stud holes. This is where my gas goes into my LPG unit underneath. So all this is wired into the fire. Got a nice shelving unit. Obviously it's stock the SW Farriers hoof skin. And obviously first aid, guys. Got the first aid box. These are my shoe drawers. These are where I'm going to keep all my stock. We still haven't filled her up properly yet. She could do with a good filling. And we'll put the drawers back. I can actually carry so many more shoes in this. And there is my bandsaw. Now I use this baby here to chop through various things, pads, metal, inserts when I need to weld in a bar shoe, Heartbars. So much easier. They've not wasted any room, the lads at Mocho Fabrications. So like, I've got this little cubby holder. I put my grinder belts, sanding belts, and a towel for them muddy cobs we do on a regular basis. That's a pretty cool little hidden feature. So moving on to the back now. This is where I keep my anvil, and I still wanted to have an anvil stand as I work on a lot of yards where I like to be able to move around with my anvil. I don't really want to tie it to the back of the truck because you can get slide out arms and pull out arms, but I just don't think that suits me because some places I just like to have the freedom to move it around still. On the back we've got a swing out arm for my grinder, so this comes right out here and then locks into place. So I can still grind all my shoes, and the best part is I don't get any mess on the van. It goes all over the floor, great. Sharpen my knives on this side, grind on this side. Cool piece of kit, use it all the time. Then I've got my radio, got a surround sound radio in here. Speakers there, I've got a speaker on this side and the same speaker on the opposite side. So, you know, Tom can listen to plenty of music. You know, he's into Mamma Mia and whatnot since he's going there today. I mean, it's a good song. LPG, this is my LPG reader as well, which is pretty cool. So this will tell me when I'm running out of LPG, so I've got no panicking. Because what's happening usually is you run out of gas and you think, oh, I better go get some more. But now I'm going to be well prepared. And then this is obviously my flamethrower. What heats all my shoes up, just slides out like so. I have two drawers underneath her. Got all my nails in one so far. And this is just my tool drawer. I'm going to put my hammer, tongs, all that good stuff in there. When me and Tom got this van, got the truck, and we went down there, we were stocking the shoes up in the side, and we were like, that's great. But then when we were about to leave, one of the lads were like, boys, why don't you just put it in here? Now this is a 200 kilo drawer, so you can put some weight in it. But we'd already put the shoes in there and I kind of like them, so at the minute we kind of use it just as a chap drawer, just whatever we want to put in drawer. But it is a pretty cool feature that's just hidden in the back of the truck. Moving on to the left hand side, I've got my little vise, just hang off the edge like that. I'll use this for when I'm tapping my stud holes. So I'll just put them in there, get my drill sorted. More drawers on this side. This is where I keep all my pads, hoof cushions, aluminiums, miscellaneous sprays, welding rods, drill, casts, glue guns, you name it, I've got it, believe me. Leather pads, pads and more pads. So now moving on, this is my welding table. This is where I'll weld up all my bar shoes, hat bars, anything metal that I need to stick together. Do it on this nice plate here, constantly earthed in, and it's satin rubber so it won't earth the rest of the truck, which is pretty cool. Just slide that back away. And then these two little drawers here are metal inserts, spider bars, heart bars, straight bars, onion meals, you name it, it's in there. I've got it because I use it. Then above that, these are my coffee section, because I have a nice Nespresso coffee machine in here as well. I'm a big drinker of black coffee. I have 3-4 cups every morning, like live off it, fuel off it. And then the microwave. Now this is because I need hot food through the winter. And I don't like eating McDonald's every day. I know Tom does, but it's not for me. I really do pay the price for it. So I've got myself a nice microwave, I can warm up my meals and still eat pretty well. Then we've got a smart inverter down there, which everything runs on. I've got a battery down there. This is my fuse box. And everything's really neatly wired by the boys. They did a good job of that. And then you've got, I fill my LPG up here. That goes down to a tank down the back. So no more messing around with gas bottles, which is pretty cool. And then that's where I fill up diesel and AdBlue. Again, I've got another storage unit on this side. That's where I just use my sharpening wheels for my knives and stuff. Pretty cool. Love this little drawer. But yeah, guys, I am super excited. Because of that smart inverter as well, like everything runs without being plugged in. Well, it's plugged in, right, but I don't have to run an extension wire through the yard. Because in the transit van, I'd have to take an extension lead and plug it in everywhere I went and run everything off, which was all right, but it was just one of them annoying things. So now this all works purely off the truck, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. So yeah, guys, that's the truck tour. Me and Luke have got to get to work. We've got quite a few horses to do today. I'm going to take you around and show you some of them when as it's our first day out in the truck. So it should be a lot of fun. Let's go, guys. Now we've actually arrived at the real yard number 3, as I went to the completely wrong yard. It's a nice, big, beautiful private yard. Beautiful stables on here. You'll see in a minute, guys. I mean, it is a livery yard, but it's more of a private yard, really. There's not that many horses on here. Gaff. Look at whipping reflection. Jesus. Hello, Farriers. How are you doing?
Good, thank you.
Me then? Hi. You beautiful. Oh, he's a good boy. You bored?
Let me just assess these X-rays. Sorry, I won't read your messages.
This is Jaspers Xrays. So we can see here, you might not be able to see it, see these boney changes there.
Like a boney spur, isn't it?
Yeah, you can see it there. That'll be irritating him. I would just maybe just proper go crazy with grinder and absolutely take all edges off.
Yeah, take the toe down a little bit.
Just roll it all around.
I would put like I would equilibrium.
Omni-directional.
That's it, yeah.
Omni-directional is the term, isn't it?
Say that again.
We'll put an omni-directional heart bar on him.
Yeah, that Jasper.
Yeah, omni-directional heart bar. You can see that clearly though.
Yeah.
So what we can see there is this boney spur, see there?
And you want to try and get that away as possible.
Yeah, because that'll be irritating him when it's pinching, making him a little bit uncomfortable. I mean, they're not the worst X-rays for a 21-year-old horse.
No, they're not bad.
No.
So this is the left fore, the X-ray we just looked at with the body changes. So that spur on that joint just below the coronary band here. So what we're going to do today is try make it easier for him. So as he lands, he's all right as the fetlock drops. But then the problem part for him is when he's breaking over and taking off, it's just pinching. So what we're going to do is see if we can just open up the top part of that joint to make it a bit smoother for him to walk and do his job. Isn't that right, Jasper? See what's going on the inside. Jasper's gone about 5 weeks since I last seen him. Since he's 21, he doesn't grow a crazy amount of foot. Nor am I going to dress a lot of that sole away. Just clean his frog up, mate, get that stone out there. Not going to go ham on this frog. It's in quite a good position, nice shape. So this frog's nice and healthy, and it is in the correct shape and position. So that's why I haven't started chopping it all away. As it's doing a good job itself, and the horse does need it to do a job, and it's important that we make sure it can do that. So that's why we don't want to over trim it. Right, so the first thing I also noticed on the X-ray was it's just a little bit bulged. So I'm going to straighten up his hoof wall. As he's got quite a big chunk of toe there on the X-ray. So that's why X-rays are great for us to see, so we can gauge how much also to trim up horse's foot by, to be as accurate as possible. Good lad, Jasper. And again, lad. I'm just doing the best to straighten up his hoof wall now. Get rid of that toe bulge. Good lad, Jasper. Good lad, Jasper. This is Jasper's right hind pre-trim. He didn't have the same bony changes as the left. He actually has quite clean feet for a 21-year-old horse. That's got quite a long show jumping career behind him. So we're gonna get that. We can see that toe bulge on this side. See this there? So it's just bulging out. Can you see? We're going to sort that out today. See how it's just notches there? We'll straighten that up and clean it up.
So with this horse, Sam, what's his name? Jasper?
Jasper.
So he's only got that bony spur on one foot.
Yeah.
So are you just going to put a heart bar on one foot or do it on both?
Both, yeah, I'm going to do them both. He's an old horse, so he'll still benefit from having the heart bar to support his bone column on this side as well. Especially when his heels are quite curled up, which tells me that he's taking quite a lot of load through his heels. So the heart bar will come and help these heels out. See how that's just run forward? It's sort of folding, isn't it? So putting a heart bar on this foot will help it a lot as well.
And these heels are in different heights as
yeah.
well, aren't they? Like one's down here.
You can just see he's taking a lot of load here. And for such a big horse, there's not a lot. When he's landing, he's just not got a lot of ground surface there.
Like you can see his bars are just curling a little bit, which is telling me there's too much load going there.
So now we've got the right 4 trimmed up and we've straightened that dorsal wall there, so there's not as much of a notch. You know, it's about 80% there. Yeah. We were looking at a 3 there, but I just feel like it was going to be short. And my rule of horseshoeing is if you think it's too small, it 99% of the time is too small. So I always would advise to go bigger. Bigger is always better. There we go, we're going to have way more cover with that shoe. It's also a slightly wider section, which is good. Yeah, that's the one, that's the money shot. Right, so these are the shoe I'm going to go for. I'm going to fit him with a nice equilibrium. And these have a nice roll toe as we're looking to make the breakover point easier for him.
Go.
Start with that one first. I'll put that in after. Just decided to move inside as the weather is terrible out there. So same again, I'm just remembering Jasper's foot in my head, the shape of the trim. Remember them heels wrap on. Where the clip on. And then just see it out again. Right, now I believe I'm on the point there. Right, just let's have a look. Good boy. There we go. Good lad. So, got my shoes fit up. It's absolutely flipping Baltic out here. Again, trying not to swear. I assure you, I do not have a potty mouth. So, I'm going to get his heart bar insert out now. I've got a drawer full of inserts. So I'm going to choose the right size to fit our Jasper. I reckon we go for a nice 2. Maybe even a 3, you know. I like them big. I like them chunky. But we just want a nice simple level. We've got a size 3. This is what I wanted. So I'm going to get that heart bar. This is my shoe, and I'm going to put the heart bar in there. I'm going to weld it in now. You can see how we've got the frog plate on, and this is what's going to give him that extra bit of comfort, because it'll take the weight off his heels and start to share it through the frog plate, helping him support his heels and letting him hopefully grow down a bit stronger. And what we're trying to do with this shoe is to help correct the bone column from the X-rays we were looking at. You know, we were looking at bony spur. So what we're trying to do then was going to roll all the edges of his shoe, making it an omni-directional horseshoe. Heart bar lands, and the painful part for him is when he has to do that, because the top of that joint is pinching. So what we're going to do is grind all this edge away, so when he leans forward, takes straight off, making his life a lot easier and more comfortable. We have got the heart bar fit in position now. Now, it's not welded yet, but the next step is for me to run my welder and just make sure this is stuck in the correct place. But that's what I did after I just ground it, just prep it. It just slots in there nice and tight, and then we get welding. So now I've welded in my heart bar and it is all stuck. I need to grind on the omni-directional part. Thank you. This grinder's loud. So now, this is what we're on about by omnidirectional. So I've ground off all my edges so that Jasper can then move where he wants, stand how he wants, and it'll make him moving a lot easier. So that's what we were talking about, taking the pressure off that pinch point of his joint. So now when he leans forward, take straight off. Right, now that's nearly on. Cute little tap into position. Do you like my new toolbox, guys? Look, my dad made me a new box to fit in my truck. He's a legend, my dad.
Next day delivery.
No, I wasn't messing about. Good boy, Jasper. Good lad. Nails on like a dream now. Just needed a ritual going for nails, didn't it? You can see how my shoe fits. See how this frog plate sits nice on my frog. Just giving him so much more support and stability at the back of his foot. Good lad, Jasper. Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm going to block it. Block the shoe as well.
Why do you block it with the nylon?
Do you know what? I just feel like it feels nicer for the horse. Instead of whacking metal on metal while it's on his foot, it's less vibration and shock for him. And so I just personally prefer to use a nylon, especially on old horses. I'm sure Jasper greatly appreciates it, don't you, mate? Cool. So we'll have a look. You want to come and have a look? You just see that fit there. And we've took all this surface off there. Alright, you clench it up and I'll...
Oh, we like that.
Yeah. Do you want to clench that and I'll get the next one made?
Bop, bop, bop. Good boy. I'll talk you through the tools that we use. So these are the clenching tongs. So the first process is pull them down a little bit, get them to where we want them to go. And we always have like a clenching rasp. Generally it's like an old dressing rasp that just isn't that quite sharp anymore, but still good enough. So you just undo that a little bit. And then this little tool is called an undercutter. So that basically puts like a little groove underneath the nail for it to sit in. You don't need to do it too much, just a little bit. Sometimes horses are a bit hammer shy, so I use my loop knife for that. And then clenching tongs again, and you fold it down, then push it in. Fold it down, and push it in. Fold it down, and push it in. And they should be nice and smooth now. Clenching rasp again. Sam's already brought it forward, so there's not much cleaning up to do. And they're nice and smooth now. And then in the toe, just gonna tidy it up a little bit, take the rasp marks out. And then we do the same on the other side.
Perfect. Okay, lad, good boy. He's a good lad, aren't you? Good boy, Jasper. Have there. Perfect. Good lad. Good lad, Jasper. And now we'll just finish him off, bending his nails in, shining his foot, and ready to go. Then we'll just give it a nice little polish up. Good lad. You see on his foot here now though how we got rid of that notch he had in his toe that we could see on that X-ray.
Yeah.
Good boy, let's have a look. So that's Jasper wrapped up. Hopefully he'll be a lot more comfortable in his shoes. I'm going to go back and see him in 5 weeks. And hopefully he's made some good progress and his heels have come back a bit stronger. It was really good to get the X-rays done so we could see what we were working with. And it's really good to work alongside the vets on that to get the best possible prognosis for the horse. Prognosis.
Fancy.
Yeah, we're getting on it now, aren't we? So, but yeah, that was pretty cool, a lot of fun. I really enjoyed doing stuff like that. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the process. And always guys, thanks for watching.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
And we'll see you on the next one. Love you, bye.